Jesus. Stop appearing like that. What's up, hun? Oh, you're heading to bed? Alright. I'll probably join you in a little bit. I just want to finish up a little bit more writing. What am I writing? Oh, yeah, I'm just getting, I just wanted to get some stuff prepared for my next, D&D session, this week. So, it's all ready to go. Yeah, because I already know what I want to have happen. I just want to have it, written down in case I forget anything, and also so I can have some sense of, knowing what I'm doing. Well, I mean, like most of the campaign I've put together, aside from aside from like the important moments like this one, um, has been almost entirely improvised because I just do not have the discipline to write out paragraph after paragraph of story and encounters and world building, and like I know that's as like the job, um, but I really don't think my players can tell, and like even if they can, um, I don't think they care. They seem to be having fun regardless. Of course, I've had a little bit of shortcomings, but for the most part, it's been pretty good. And plus, like, isn't it like good D&D if it's improvised or whatever, not like railroaded? Though, I mean, I will admit that this next part is kind of teetering on the edge of railroadiness because I'm gonna be stripping the players of control of themselves for a moment. Like, I'm just not gonna let them do anything. Um, but I feel like in this specific context, it'll work for the overall story that you know that's going on. Oh, yeah. Well, basically, this they're at like the end of this specific arc. It's about like the third one, and throughout the previous two, they've been getting little hints about the character who is going to become the major villain of the whole campaign. And like they've heard a little bit about him before, and have like seen the aftermath of his actions, but they haven't encountered him in person yet. And this will be the first time that they're gonna do that, and because I want to have him be this imposing, intimidating villain that they're gonna like they're gonna want to take out, but obviously it's not gonna be like, oh, this guy's a pushover. So for this for this first encounter with them, he's gonna completely just incapacitate him with his power. Because he's just the man of the hour. He's got that strength. He's a little bit of a villainous guy. He's got that evil power. Um, so I think it'll work well because one thing that I've kind of made a mistake with in the previous two arcs is with the minor villains. I mean, even in this arc, is that with the minor villains or just like supporting villains, I've I will describe them as like capable, or like they'll describe themselves as capable and that sort of thing. But when it comes to the players dealing with them, it kind of makes them all look like incompetent pushovers, and that's not really the best if you want to have compelling villains. I mean, like having the comedic relief villain who just kind of sucks at everything is like good, especially if you're doing like a comedic, a silly, lighthearted campaign. But I want to have a bit more of a serious tone with this one, and having these supposed bad guys who have so much power and influence and done so many bad things be so easy to take out, um, is not really inducive to a good, compelling story. So I'm hoping with this guy, um, things will be able to work out, good, and this will be like a good, character building moment, or not building, but like character establishing moment for him, and it'll create this connection, this sort of, yeah, like this connection between him and the players that'll stick, and have them go like, that guy's kind of a tough guy, but we're gonna take him out one day. We're gonna be strong enough because like they're not as strong now because like they've had their egos boosted too much. This is gonna be their settling moment where they go, okay, maybe we're not as tough as we thought we were, um, and that'll work well for afterwards and everything. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much what I had planned. That kind of I kind of went on for a bit. Yeah. Oh, the villain? Yeah. His name's Kane. He's just this human guy, though. Well, I mean, that kind of sells him a little bit short. But um he's sort of the guy responsible for everything else. Like he's the big man up top. He's the big guy pulling all the strings and making all the little shady deals and stuff. And um I want he's got this backstory about why he wants to do what he does and all that, and that'll all be get told to them later on. But he's got this very I guess like handsome Jack esque, that sort of like sardonic and like mimicking tone that slowly over time builds to just complete frustration and like contempt towards the players, as they will grow to be strong enough to oppose him and eventually defeat him. um, but he is sitting at the top. He is the man in charge, and he's able to just be like, look guys, that's I really don't know what to say because this is just embarrassing to watch, if I'm being honest. That kind of thing. That's his kind of vibe. He's got magic powers and all that, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to the rest of the campaign with my players, because it's been really fun so far, even though I've made a lot of mistakes on the way. I mean, this is my first time DMing, and I haven't prior to I didn't have very much D&D experience. So this is, and neither of my players, so this is definitely a learning experience for everyone. And yeah, but it's been really fun, and I'm looking forward to the rest of it because I have so many ideas that I've been wanting to do for so long. Because like, oh, it'd be cool to do D&D, but now I get to do them and write them, and this is one of them because it's cool, and I like taking, like, it's like taking a little bit of inspiration from things I enjoy, because I tend to enjoy things like like you or whatever. Speaking of you, if I ever DM a campaign again, I don't care what other obligations you may have, you are participating. No buts. No, 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 no. I it is so much fun. I understand that's not your not your thing, but like I promise you, it's really not as you know complicated as it may seem, and it's just, you just get to have fun with your friends for a few hours and pretend to be little goblin creatures. And yeah, and like, I just like to spend that time with you, and I think it would be fun to do that. So come on, come on, you'll think about it. Oh well, that's very, that's so very promising. Well, I guess I should probably finish writing this instead of talking about writing it. Um, but yeah, I'll be in bed like really quick. I just have a few more things. I just gotta write that last bit down, and then um, if I have any more things I need to write, I can just do it later. Because yeah, I would like to spend time with you in bed because that is that is nice. um, but yeah, I'll see you really quick. Right. Good night, darling. Mm. Um, hey, hey, are you still awake? I really hope so, because I don't want to be waking you up. Okay, you are good. That would have been a little bit worrying. Yeah, I got it all done. Yeah, I thought honestly it would have taken longer, but I don't know. I guess I was very determined to have a chance to cuddle with you while you're still awake. Because we haven't, I mean, we do normally, but I feel like we haven't in a little bit. Well, when's the last time we did? Exactly, you don't even know. You know, you should have just lied and said you were asleep, because now I'm gonna keep you awake for as long as I so desire. Man, today was really long. Yeah, no, this work was very lame and a little bit cringe. This is a lot of people, but yeah, it's over, and I don't work tomorrow, so that's good. You know, actually, wait, do you not work tomorrow? Oh, hell yeah! Do you want to maybe do something? You know, we could have like a little bit of a slow day. You know, well, what do you have in mind? Mm, that sounds pretty good to me. How, I didn't ask, how was your day, by the way? That stinks. I think it blows chunks that, like, you have to deal with that. Well, no, you shouldn't, cause you know, like, cool and stuff. You're, like, the coolest. And you shouldn't have to deal with that, cause you just shouldn't. I'm just saying. Hey, did I tell you I loved you today, by the way? Well, I know I did earlier, but I want to do it again now. I just want to give you a little bit of a reminder that I love you. Hey, did you know, by the way, in case you weren't aware, I love you. Mhm. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about it now, what I said earlier with, because you said that you would be potentially willing to be in a future campaign. And, like, I don't know if, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna do it with that friend group or maybe some other people, but I kind of wonder how it would be like to have you in, like, that dynamic. Because, I mean, you know my friends, you've met them, but, you know, you gotta get a bit of a different vibe and stuff. I mean, I'm sure you get along. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you are pretty easy to enjoy the company of, and that's not me just being biased. I mean, have you ever, like, thought at all if you were to, or, like, have I caused you to start thinking, like, what do you think you would do? Like, what do you think your character would be? That's That's so. That's honestly exactly what I thought you'd say. That fits you very well. I mean, I feel like most characters sort of like most people's first characters they make are kind of a bit of a reflection of them, unless it's something very different. Kind of everyone has their own little vibe that they sort of like to do. I mean, my first one was like very like totally just me, but like smarter. No, okay, I'm not saying I'm stupid. I'm just saying she was of a higher intellect than me, and I don't feel like that's being unfair to myself to say. Mm, yeah, I'm kind of getting really tired. I didn't realize I was gonna crash so hard. I mean, you were already on your way to bed, so I'm sure you're glad to hear that. I'm excited for tomorrow. Can we can we make like a fancy breakfast? Like make all the fixings, make all get all crazy with it.